12 things I quit for a healthier life. I'm a minimalist and a nutritionist, so I love decluttering things in the name of health. First things first, scrolling mindlessly on social media. It's so much rot you're consuming, especially when you do it in bed just before you go to sleep. This shit is not good for you. Replace it with reading a book. You go to sleep quicker. You're not wasting time. Sometimes there are really funny things online. I get it. The internet is hilarious. However, just be more aware. It completely makes you lose track of time. And it's just not great or productive use of your time. Read a book and go to bed earlier. Number 2 is highly processed foods and refined foods and sugary snacks. I focus on a whole food plant-based diet. Keeps you full, keeps you satisfied, getting all your micronutrients, getting your fibre in. Obviously, I'm going to go on about diet as a nutritionist, but it is so key, so vital. Don't underestimate it. Number 3 is saying yes to every single request or social event. Just don't overbook your calendar. I stopped doing this now. I've got better at this, not overbooking myself. Sometimes I still do it and I'm like, oh, why have I done this? But for the most part, just chill. It's good to have chill time, and it's just good to not overwhelm yourself with too many plans. Instead, I just prioritize the more meaningful commitments and the ones I actually really want to go to. Number 4 is eating really late at night. I came from a family that ate dinner at around 8:30 p.m. So I was a late eater, and I now have been bringing my dinner a little bit earlier. I'm still not crazy early, but maybe like 6:30. Social events do get a bit in the way. I had some friends over for a little dinner party. My friend couldn't get off work until quite late, so we did end up eating quite late. And it did affect my sleep, I can't lie. But sometimes you got to prioritize socializing. So this one's sort of like a little flexible, but for the most part, when you can control it, finish eating earlier, ideally 3 or 4 hours before you go to bed, and you do notice a difference. You sleep quicker, your body's not busy digesting food, it's just better for you. Number 5 is frequent alcohol and drug use. Everyone's had a little party era, I'm sure, and I do still party a little bit. However, it just takes it out of me so much more these days. And it's just not healthy, is it? Drugs, alcohol, they're not good for you. I call myself sober because I honestly am 95% of the time. However, I dabble in it a bit. But every time it does affect me. I don't feel health and wellness and I don't appreciate it. So I really rarely do it now. And even things like psychedelic drugs, I feel like they're sort of labelled as this introspective, massive spiritual experience. However, at the end of the day, I just prefer being sober most of the time now. So less of that. Better for the physical health, the mental health, all of the above. I also think, especially with things like alcohol, people rely on it so much as a social lubricant and to talk to people. And it's actually just good for you to go for a bit without any sort of substance helping you talk. Going to events sober, really good activity. The 6th thing I've quit is multitasking, or trying to do like 5 million different things at one time. Nobody can multitask, and nobody admits it. And even I'm like, no, I can't multitask sometimes. I can't. I cannot. No one can. It's such a tricky activity. If you're doing 2 things at the same time, you're not ever putting 100% into it. You're putting 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever. You can't do 2 things at the same time. Don't do it. It's more efficient just to not do that. Number 7 is going to events I don't actually want to go to. This sort of is the same as saying yes to loads of things, but it's more specific to not just overloading myself with activities, but also just not going to things I don't want to go to. For example, going and paying for tickets on nights out for these sort of events, these music events, which go on till such crazy hours in the morning. I used to just go along with it because I wanted to hang out with my friends. And then I realised, no, just go to the prees, go to the pub, hang out with your friends and then dip. And I'm getting a lot better at doing that now. Hang out with your friends in other ways that you actually enjoy. Number 8 is ignoring physical movement. Physical activity is so key. Come on. Everyone knows physical activity is important, but it still gets ignored and we live in a very sedentary world. I get it. Like, you're working a desk job all day. It's not ideal. However, just prioritize moving a bit. It can just be a walk, as simple as a walk. Getting those steps in, really key. The 9th thing I've quit is fad diets. Fad diets, they're really tempting. They promise you the world. They promise you good health, but they don't work for a reason. I used to experiment with loads of crazy diets just out of interest of how my body would react. And basically the bottom line is a calm, nice, balanced diet is the answer. It always will be. The answer's always boring and the answer's always moderate. So just don't follow extremes. 10th thing I've quit is over-documenting my life. Taking loads of photos, posting it all over social media. No one cares. Literally no one cares. I am so much more relaxed now. I don't think about my Instagram, what I'm going to post. How embarrassing that people will think about or order to post photos in on like an Instagram carousel. I've done this before. I'm embarrassed for myself. That's such a waste of headspace. And I take less photos in general now, or if I take loads, I'll end up deleting half of them. Minimalism. But it's just a much more peaceful mind, not even having that in your headspace. Just be present in the moment and stop trying to impress people online. Number 11 is excess items. I quit buying stupid shit. Obviously, this needed to have a mention. Minimalism. You might be like, how does that even link to health? But mental health, not having clutter everywhere, it honestly does affect you and it's not good. It's not pleasant. Only buy what serves you and don't just buy clutter. And finally, number 12 is mental clutter and overthinking. Important one to quit, also difficult one to quit because it's easy to obviously say, don't overthink. Don't have all this mental clutter. However, mindfulness, meditating, journaling, all these things help. But also just simplifying your life overall and doing all of the steps I mentioned previously will help with your mental clutter and your thinking and your headspace. So yeah, I hope that's inspired you to change any habits and simplify your life, get a little bit healthier mentally, physically, all of the above. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, and I will catch you next time. Ciao, ciao.